So this is Baruch, and I'm back here. Today is the 12th day of the month of Av, and we're beginning into the Hakdama of the Tikunei Zohar. And we went over here, and I'm going to read just the top because I saw some things yesterday that I didn't really know, and I wanted to go into them a little bit more today. But first, we have to get some background and remember what we're talking about. So I'm just going to read the top here and tell you what I can remember from the Pirush. It says, Kum, Rabbi Shimon, Iftach Milin Kamei Shchinta. So he says this is the Rai Mahimna speaking to Rabbi Shimon. That is Moshe Rabbeinu, the Neshamot of Moshe Rabbeinu came and spoke to Rabbi Shimon. Pasuk v'amar v'hamaskilim, that the maskilim, the people whose minds are open, I guess that means Yazkira Gazor Rakia, they should shine like the radiance of the heavens, the Gomar, and it goes like this. He quotes this pasuk, maskilim. So excuse me, that was a quote for the pasuk for Daniel, and then it's v'maskilim ilan Rabbi Shimon v'Havria. This is Rabbi Shimon v'Havria, and he says this is the group that emerged from the Idra Rabbah. Yazkiru kad iskana shachal le'ebed chai chibura. So he says that they should shine when they gathered together, when they came together to make this group, this yeshiva. Rishusi is yehiv lahum, so there was permission given to them, the eliyahu lahon, ula eliyahu, and eliyahu navi, imahon, l'chol nishmasim, and all of these nishmasim, the mesivtan, the nachsa, so all of the people that from the yeshiva up on high, that it means in Gan Eden, l'nachsa benayhu, to go down in their midst, and not only them, that is Eliyahu and all of these nishmasim of the tzaddikim that are in Gan Eden, the kol malachaya be'iskasya b'ba'urich seichel, all of them came. Be'iskasya means in a hidden kind of way, in the way of mind. So that's really where we got to. I want to come down over here and look at number Kaf Daled, which is down below here. But before we get to that, I want to go over to what's up above. So he had said the Mesivton. So there's Lashon Mesivta, yeshiva. Shebishtei HaMesiva Hamsivasos, the two yeshivas, there's two different Gan Edens he's talking about, Gan Eden Atachton, and then the upper gate, the upper Gan Eden and the lower one. Now let's see exactly if I understand this right. So now we're coming down here to number Kaf Daled. Let me bring the light down a little closer so we can see it better. And it says, this is what it says, number Kaf Daled. Al-pi haramak v'chadir ha'teva mesivaton shuhu lashon rabim, which is the plural of yeshiva, or mesivta, l'horos al shtei hamesivtos. Pretty close to the right pronunciation there. Elo v'sitah, so there's a yeshiva up above and a yeshiva down below. Zel lashon milvad sheyesh b'kol gan v'gan yeshivos lefi hadoros hamadregos, because the translator is that in every garden. So the question is what the garden means, but he means garden. The Garden of Eden really refers to Bina. So in every parts of there's a Bina. Sheyesh b'kol gan v'gan yeshivos, many different yeshivos. And they're enumerated, the Fi Hadoros, according to the different generations, because what's like in the time of Noah, as we said before, was like in the time of Avram Avinu, are different times, and our time specifically different. V'hamadregos adkan. Now that's what they said over there. So that's what he meant by the Siftos. So this sefer, he says, Marche bebir in Yanu shel shtecha mesivos amatzayin, the Bir Ramaz, and it wants to actually point out that the Ramaz, what the Ramaz said about this, Al Zohar Bekama Bekomas, different places. But Tamsis Devar, so the essence of what he said, Shemesifta El Yone, he shall kutra berichu. When we say the sifta of Yonah is the sifta of kutra berichu, normally the word kutra berichu means their anpit. V'hiba olam abriya, and he says that the yeshiva of a Kodesh Baruch Hu is olam abriya. Mesifta Tito, he shall metat. Okay, so these are all new ideas that I'm not really familiar with, but he says that the lower, when he says one is the yeshiva that is in the Olam Bria, and another yeshiva is in the Olam Yetzira, Uba Olam Yetzira, which is where metat is located. B'zel Lashono. The Mesifta the Rikia, in the Mesifta he says of the Rikia, the Rikia. So we're going to go back a section. It's apparently a Gemara in Parashas Balak. It's not, a Zohar. He said, but Mesifta the Rikia. So he said, "Benutzach Eretz Yisrael Metzansi Kasav Ki Mesifta Ilah He Mesifta the Kucha Berichu." That he found this and he quoted it. In the upper Mesifta, it's a sifta called the Sifta of Kucha Berichu. A Mesifta the Rikia, he Mesifta the Mitat. So he's quoting it over there from the Zohar. But nearly Raya, Lazat. So this is normally what I would think. He says there's a proof to this. But Masha Kasa Bebrachis, it says in the Zohar in Bereshis, the Rabbi Shimon, Rabbi Elazar, Chavas Salki, the Mesifta the Rikia, they went into the Mesifta the Rikia. What is that? V'amasham l'kaman, and it says over there, the Homa l'marecha, the God-fear, over there they saw the possessors of wings, that angels of wings, shehu metat. So the Rikia corresponds to Olam Yetzira, and so that was approved over there. Now, let's go past number Kaf Dalet and read on. So all of these, this Eliyahu Anavi, and all the melachim, and all the Neshamot, and so on and so forth, the Nachse Benaihu, they came down and be within us. So the Neshamas that came from the Olam Elyon, they came and they asked this question. I apologize that I'm not keeping the pages straight. So he said, Neshamas B'nei HaOlam Elyon, Rishayim L'redes V'Lehislavish B'Demus V'Tsura. They're able to go down into this world, clothe themselves in a bodily form, Kadei Lahofia B'Mesifta, in order to show and be present at the Mesifta Shel Rashbi. So now you have neshamas in bodily forms coming down. So they also came because they are going to join into the learning of these sodas, and they have rishus amongst themselves. Now, what does that mean, b'fnei atzma? So I guess it goes like this: so they have permission for themselves to do this. And then he adds the Chol Malachaya and all the Malachim that came too. The all the Malachim Sheyiyah Rishayim, the Reddiv and the Chofiyah B'Besifta. So all the Rishayim that were, the Malachim that had permission to go down and to be in the yeshiva of Rabbi Shimon. Rak B'Iskasya, but they always remained hidden, closed up. That should not be able to see with the physical eye, only in the most hidden way, only through the mind, with what the mind is able to picture. Now, let's go down to the bottom here and let's look at number Kaf Vav. So Kaf Vav went on the phrase, Hasoda V'Rishos B'fnei Atzma. So what did it mean? They had permission to come down. I'm not sure what B'fnei Atzma means exactly. So the Ramak writes like this. He's Rabbi L'chai Roi also. HaMalachim Nidrashim L'Rishos Miyuchedis. So the Malachim, they actually seek, they have a specific Rishus. And their Rishus is different than that Rishus that was given to Eliyahu and Navi. The Neshamot says Tzaddikim, so the Neshamot of the Tzaddikim, Shehem Chorshu Lahafiyu, that are really working Lahafiyu, but the Yisarz of B'nei B'Sifta, and to show themselves at the B'nei B'Sifta, Shal Rashbi, Beria Chushis, with actually physical, being able to see them physically. Masha Ein came a Malachim. So that's what happens with Eliyahu and Navi and the Neshamot. They're actually visible. This is the last lesson of the Lashon of the Ber L'chai Roi B'nimuka Inyan, as he tries to go in to this Inyan. He said, so it seems to me, ki im eliyahu v'neshamot tzadikim ya'an ki hem pam achas ba'olam hazeh. So Eliyahu and the Neshamot, they are the first time or one time into this world. V'hoyelechem his yachsos echad, they had one relationship. Now what does that mean? Kolomer chosun the Neshamot tzadikim with the Eliyahu shaychos el lezeh. So they had some kind of relationship. They went together. Al kain koyicholin the rosam beli kisoy v'levushim. So therefore they could see without being clothed, about to be covered. Masha heina kain the melachim, which is not the case by the melachim. Sheheim lechem esek ba'olam hazeh. They have no business in this world. Veheim lechem his yachsos imahim. They don't have any relationship with Eliyahu Anavi and the Neshamot. Al kain lo yachlo the rosam ba'olam hazeh. So therefore they're not able to be seen in this world. Ela be'iskasya o melubish, only in a covered over way, clothed over, belevushim shonim kamuvan adkan, with different kinds of clothings or coverings that actually is to be understood. Now let me get a chance over here to look a little bit more. And let's go over to where we said this. And now we understand that the melachim are not allowed to be visible. Eliyahu, I'm not sure I understood exactly what he says. Is they reshus, they come one time into this world to be able to listen to this. And so therefore they have physicality to them. But the melachim, who are not really a part of this world, or maybe I'm not sure if they were never a part of this world, they're not Eliyahu, who is a human being, and they're also not the shamas of the tzaddikim. That's what I'm assuming. So he says, Nesuna l'chol malachaya l'chol malachim shohaya rishayim l'redes v'l'chofia b'besifta the Rabbi Shimon. So all the malachim that were able to go down, they were biskasia, the cloth covered over shalo yirochu b'riyah chushis, would not be able to see with the physical eye. Ela ba'ofen nister, only in a way that was very, very hidden. Sorry. U'v'orech seichel, really related to the mind, b'riyah sichlis. Now let's look at number, that was number Kaf Zion. Kaf Zion is like this. So Pil Ramak, according to the Ramak, Beber l'chai Rawi, those two seem to go together. Zion l'divrei Raya Mehemna. So they point out the words of the Raya Mehemna, Eliyahu, where he spoke to Eliyahu, Zechel l'shonu. Kum Eliyahu l'shavcha le'ilas kol iloyin. Now I think that's a bet. It's really not that easy for me to say. So kum Eliyahu l'shavcha le'ilas kol iloyin. So Eliyahu, get up to bring your praise to the ultimate cause of everything. The Atahei Aktim the Kol Neviah, that you come first before all of the other Nevi'im, Baraza the Mashiach, with the secret of the Mashiach. The Islaman Da'at Asid, his Golale, so there is a man that is destined, his Goyale, the Besitra, the Nishbasa, Besechel delay. Now let me translate this again because it's a little difficult. The Atahei Aknim the Kol Neviah Bedara the Mashiach, so you'll be greater than, I read it wrong, so it says, Atahei Akdim the Kol Neviah, you will come first before any other prophet. Bedara the Mashiach, in the generation of the Mashiach. The Islaman Da'at Asid, because there is a man, Da'at Asid his Galole, to reveal him. Mesifra the Nishmasei Beseichel delay, from the side of his neshama and his mind, and in mind only. V'Islaman Da'at Asid his Galyale Panim Bepanim, and there's also a man that you reveal yourself to, face to face, Mesifra the Gufe, from the side of a body, in other words, physically. Mesifra the Nishmasei Beseichel delay, from the side of the neshama using the seichel. Now, I'm not really, let me try to translate the whole thing one more time. That's because I don't think I really have it 100%, and I'll try to add it up afterwards. So the Rai Mehemna said to Eliyahu Navi, Kum Eliyahu L'Shavka Le'ilos Kol Eloyin. So bring your praise to the ultimate cause of all things, in other words, the Ein Sof Baruch. You will come first in the time of the Mashiach. There's a man that you're going to reveal this person. Now that's a difficult phrase. I said there is for a man, that you are, I guess he means to reveal yourself to him, from the side of his neshama in his seichel. Now all of this has deeper meanings, it hasn't really got it 100%. So there's also a man that you will reveal to yourself, face to face, from the side of his body. So he means to say that there is a kind of revelation from Eliyahu Navi where he is received in a person's imagination, so to speak, in his mind. And Eliyahu speaks to him like that. But there's also people, you will reveal yourself to face, in a physical way. That would be Mesitra de Gufa, and also Mesitra de Nishpase with the Seichel over there by him. That's not such an easy idea, but let's understand that Eliyahu Navi has the ability to appear to a person's mind. He also has the ability to appear to a person face to face. That's a little bit of what we learned over here today, and this is Baruch Fleischman, Tikkun Elevator Kollel, where we are learning the Tikunei Zohar.